Well, now to the competition for the almighty digital ad dollar, and we've seen a number of websites rolling out changes to optimise their portals for smartphones and tablets. One of those is 9MSN, which has begun beta testing a simplified news site. And to tell us more about this, we're joined by the Managing Director of 9MSN, Alex Parsons. Alex, great to see you. Thanks for coming on. Firstly, just to ask you about the new 9MSN news site, what are some of the changing consumer habits that I guess have helped shape the changes you've made?
Yeah, look, absolutely. So we launched the new beta site on Monday, and really we've focused on 4 key strategic pillars around this. The first one is around social, the second one is around video, the third one is around speed, and that's not so much speed for a user to download, but speed for us to publish, to be fast to market. And the fourth one is obviously around devices. So how do we actually push our content out through all devices? And we've seen a massive increase in the proliferation of different devices over the last couple of years, and we see no reason for that to diminish over the coming years.
Just on that, can you give us an idea of what percentage of your audience are coming in on mobile devices, and then can you break that down into like phones and tablets?
Yeah, so on the phone device, we're seeing about 5% today coming through that now. As a mainstream media that 9MSN is, we have a higher proportion of general users, and so we see that to increase over time. We've seen that increase over the last 12 months in triple-digit figures, and we see no reason to expect that to slow down either. On the tablet device, we've seen a massive increase over the last 12 months as well, and so that's not quite as high as our phones today, but with the iPad being, quite a general device these days, and plus all of the work that Microsoft is doing around the Surface and the launch of that, plus the Android devices, the tablets will increase quite significantly over time.
So still very much a PC experience for a lot of your customers?
Still the majority of our customers are on a PC experience today, yes.
Just looking, you mentioned there the importance of video as well. It seems to be a trend now for more and more video. Is it pretty much essential now for there to be video to go with stories?
I'd say not quite essential, but certainly does make a great story, and we're fortunate in that through our relationship with Channel 9 we have access to excellent video, particularly for news and also for entertainment. But in the news space, video really does help tell that story in ways in which pictures and words can, but often don't give such a great story and such great depth to that story, and really enable that story to be put to the user.
Can I just quickly ask, I mean, what's kind of the most popular stuff? Is it, the Kim Kardashian kind of things, or what do you sort of find?
Definitely that type of entertainment news is popular. Breaking news is very popular, so breaking news during the day is very, very popular for us. And then we have really 2 other key categories. One is around great shows such as The Voice, drives a lot of traffic into our site, and then the other is sporting events. So the Olympics was very, very successful for 9MSN.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you look at your most watched or most read stories, the audience still has a big appetite for hard news, don't they? It's not all froth and bubble.
Look, absolutely, and you talk about most watched. We really try to put that user at the centre of our experience, because really enabling that user to be part of that story, to be able to tell that story, to be able to distribute that story through social as well, is key to our news experience.
Just on that social, you get a lot of traffic from Facebook, so that's still an important thing. And what other trends you're seeing in social?
Yeah, I think for us, often when we talk about social does equal Facebook to many extent. We do get a material amount of traffic out of social, but it's not by far the largest traffic driver for us, but we do want to ensure that all of our content is eminently discoverable and shareable with our audience, and distributed essentially by our audience through social networks such as Facebook.
Got to ask you about Jump In, the new social TV app. It was launched during the Olympics. How's it being accepted, and what's the strategy with growing audience involvement with that?
Yeah, so it's a complimentary TV experience through an app, and so it was launched through the Olympics, and we're seeing about 20,000 sessions per week. We are in the process of getting on more shows, more features, and across more devices, and you'll see more to come in that space, but we are really, really pleased with where that is at the moment. And I think it's a natural extension for broadcast TV and online to really come together and really put that user at the centre of that experience as well.
Alex, you mentioned The Voice. The Olympics was obviously good for you guys. What were they the 2 biggest traffic drivers for you in 2012?
Look, I think individual traffic drivers or events or types of shows, they were definitely quite large. Our day-to-day breaking news, our close relationship with Channel 9 News is a huge traffic driver for us, just day in, day out as well.
Obviously, yeah, you get great benefit from that association. What happens with things that you don't have the rights to, like the AFL or the X Factor or other things that viewers, consumers are interested in?
Yeah, look, without rights, we have to take a news-led angle, and we do that. We do that all the time. And so, interestingly, with the Olympics, we weren't the digital rights subscriber. We were the Nine catch-up provider for that. And so we go out with a heavy news angle.
A lot of people wouldn't realise that, would they? A lot of people thought you had the rights, but you didn't. A lot of people would have. We had 6-hour delay catch-up rights for the Olympics, and so, but we still go out for things like the AFL. We will be out heavily with a news and sport-led focus on that to deliver an experience which our audience really expects. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's great to the ad revenue we talked a little bit about before. The pressures on other media. Are you finding more and more people are looking to digital for maybe their only option, which I guess your advertising people are selling?
Yes.
But are you finding that increasing, where people might decide, OK, we'll put all our money with digital?
I still think that people spread their money across different mediums. I do feel that with online, dollars are still lagging behind eyeballs, and so there is some room in the future for more catch-up in that space. It is a difficult market at the moment for all mediums. I suggest that it's probably hitting other mediums harder than it's hitting digital today.
When do you see any turnarounds coming? I know that's a hard one.
As soon as possible, no. Yeah. Look, I think the outlook seems to be less gloomy than what it has been over the past, and so things are looking better.
All right, been great to have you on the program. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you so much.
Now, of course, 9MSN wasn't the only website out with changes as well to grab that increased digital ad dollar there. We've also seen Yahoo 7 unveil a new look as well this week. James, let's get your thoughts on this. Yahoo 7 also out with this new offering.
Yeah, they called it a soft launch. They went out with a new homepage. They're saying, look, we'll have a full release in mid-October to show off what we're doing. They claim they've got about 8 million users, which is, you know, a sizable audience too. They're going for less cluttered, clearer, simple layout, and they're also mobile ready for a lot of people. If you go on a tablet, they're sort of that their pages will recognise that and format accordingly. But we'll probably find a little bit more about that in October. All
right, James, thanks for that. More from James after this short break. Coming up on Media Week, we'll have a look at the TV ratings and, of course, too, the winners from the News Limited 2012 Awards.